Everybody come on and join the feed. What's up? Did everybody see the video? Y'all like the new video? We got more coming, baby. Come on, y'all. Let's join the feed. You want to sit down and you want to come on and talk with me for a second? Let me turn this around just a little bit more so I can watch who's coming my way. Okay. So I can watch this way and this way. What's your take on suicide? It's I grew up as a Catholic. A Catholic. Y'all know about Catholicism, right? You do know about Catholicism, right? Tell me, anyone on this feed ever grew up as a Catholic? I mean, y'all grew up as a Catholic? Let me open up my I'm gonna open up my YouTube channel, okay? How many of y'all grew up as a Catholic? Thailand in the building, what's up? I grew up as a Catholic. You know, when they gave you the story of they gave you the blood of they gave you the blood of Jesus was cranberry juice, and they say the body of Christ, that's cannibalism. I said, damn, that sounds like cannibalism to me. How you gonna give me somebody's blood and it's cranberry juice, and then you're gonna give me somebody's blood and say this is the blood of Christ, and then give me um some bread like a gram, I forgot what it was, and say this is the body of Christ. I said, nigga, when you get older, you be like, that sound like cannibalism to me. What's up, bro?
Peace, Shabir, peace.
How you doing, man? Anybody come on, join me? That was crazy, right? So the weird part is, yo, I remember I got smacked, right? I went to St. Charles and St. Anthony's in Philadelphia. And my mother was a Baptist, right? My father was the Catholic. But my mother accepted what my father was, right? So the weird part was, like, growing up, all this old altar boy stuff and all that crazy stuff, like, we were against it, but my mother used to try to force us in it, right? And I told my mom one time, I said, that's not my father. Talking about, because, in Catholic school, they got to call a person your father. Father John, Father such and such. I said, that's not my father. My father's over here. And what happened? I swear, I got hit because I said, that's not my father. I want y'all to understand the conditioning of our people. The conditioning is real. So when I said that to my mom, she got upset because I said, it's not my father. But in Catholicism, right? You do know that suicide is a sin. I don't know if y'all know that or not. How many of y'all knew that in Catholicism? Suicide was a sin. I gotta set my TikTok up.
And back in the day,
Did you know that?
If you suicided yourself, you couldn't get buried in the church grave.
Huh?
Back in the day, if you suicided yourself,
say that again.
Back in the day, if you suicided yourself, you could not get buried or you could get buried in the church grave, or you couldn't have a priest bury you.
It doesn't sound like it, but it's cannibalism, and accepting it psychologically is just my opinion. Listen, if anybody wants to come on the feed, so imagine going through this, right, and growing up like this, right? Well, I got to show y'all this. I got to show y'all where this looks like the Alhambra. Look at that. All this look like Spain. I'm back out here again. Give me one more time. This is Irvine, California. So this is, instead of doing this, we should be having classes like this. So this is Irvine, right? You see that Moorish architecture? That's Moorish architecture. That's a Moorish fountain. This is Moorish architecture, not Spanish. There's no such thing as Spanish architect. It's Moorish architecture. Okay? You see the windows? It's Moorish architecture. So let me show people on here too. That's Moorish architecture, people. Moorish, not Spanish. There was no such thing as Spain until 1492. No such thing as Spain until 1492. I told you I could do a class no matter where I'm at, sitting outside. I can freestyle this mug. There was no such thing as Spain until 1492. So I'm in this place called Irvine, California. So somebody asked me, what do I think about suicide? Right? Suicide is a sin. It's a sin. It is. You know the funny, you know it's weird, and I'm gonna tell you how y'all commit suicide every day. And I had an argument with my sister Karen. We arguing, right? And she said, "You don't feel sensitive, Sabir." Let me explain something to y'all. I lost my sensitivity when my son was killed. I'm being real. I went, and this is something, and I know if you never experienced of losing a child, none of y'all would never know what I'll be going through. If you never lost a child, you can never ever know what I'm talking about. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Nah, you wouldn't have no idea what I'm talking about. So unless you experience what I experienced of losing a child, right? So I was telling her that when we was talking about the lady and how committed suicide, and I'm like, you know, I don't feel anything, because to do that, that's a sin. To kill yourself, it is a sin. And what we do every day, honestly, is we kill ourselves every day. I don't know who this is, but I don't see no face on it. But I'm going to get rid of you. You don't show me your face, because I don't know.
Hey, peace, peace, peace.
I can't hear you going once, going twice. Are you there?
Yeah.
If you're saying something, I can't hear you. All right, keep it pushing. So as we're talking, right, like we getting into this heated discussion about suicide, and I'm sitting with her, and I'm numb to a lot of stuff. I really am numb, and I'm sitting here saying, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad because suicide is a sin, and I said we commit suicide every day, every day. How do we do it? Let me explain. I was with my mother when she passed, and I was with my father when she passed. And my father, before he passed away, brother, I gave him this movie. And there's a movie called, I don't know if y'all saw it, with Constantine. The movie is called Constantine. I don't know if you remember that movie. The movie is called Constantine, right? Come on, fam. Who is this person keep trying to jump on his feed? Yo, are you there before I banned you? So in Constantine, the girl committed suicide. In Catholicism, if you commit suicide, right, you go to hell. And su means yourself, like su juris, impropria persona su juris. So when you commit suicide, you go to hell. So I'm sitting back, and I gave my father this movie before he passed away. My father passed away the next morning. And in the movie, if you ever go back and watch Constantine and pay close attention to it, she was smoking cigarettes. Keanu Reeves was smoking cigarettes through the whole movie. He was committing suicide against himself. You know, see how this works? He was committing suicide against himself and killing himself. So he made a deal or a pact with the devil, and he took the soot out of his lungs. Y'all need to go back and watch that movie. So in Catholicism, when you commit suicide, you're going to hell automatically. So what made this lady commit suicide? You know, a lot of thoughts went through my head, brother, when my son got killed. You know, I was on I was on the verge of suicide, not to a point that I would kill myself, that I was on the verge of like doing something to somebody, to have somebody do something to me, even though that's a verge, that's a form of suicide also. But I sat back and I said, how can I take this energy and do something totally different with it? Unless you experience losing a child, you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. Well, brother, we ain't got to lose no child. I can lose everything on God's creation. I don't care about a house. I don't care about a car. I don't care about clothes. I don't care about money. All that shit can be replaced. It all can be replaced. But I sat back and I looked at this lady commit suicide over bullying. Over bullying. Over bullying. And she's supposed to be a vice president. He's supposed to be smart. And this is the argument I had with Karen. We're arguing about you don't know what a person's going through. You're right. But it's nothing can make me commit suicide. Because you know what I would do? First of all, I don't go into things that I don't know what I'm going into. Am I making sense? Lincoln University is not an HBCU. Lincoln University is not a black university. How many black universities you know? Because all the so-called HBCUs are what? Europeans, funded by Europeans, right? Okay, thank you, brother. Funded by Europeans, right? Funded by them and named after them. Go look up Spelman. That's Rockefeller's wife, Spelman. Go look up Howard University. And this is why nothing's getting done. So the suicide that she went through or going through is because you're going against nature. A lot of our people suffer from mental illness. That brother that come on my feed is suffering. Most of our black people that come on his feed suffer from mental illness. And I asked them to come on the feed. Do you understand what is going on with our people? Do you understand this? I would never commit suicide. Let me tell you something. And Karen was like, well, you don't know what type of pain a person going through. Do you know, brother, I have a bullet in my head, a 38 slug that throbs in my mother freaking head. Do you know I have bullet fragments in my leg that hurts me, brother, with 6 screws and a plate in my leg? You think I don't know pain? You think I don't go through pain every day? Every day I go through pain, but I would never commit suicide. Never commit suicide. So mental illness, right? How do you take this mental illness and shoot it in a different way? The mental illness of losing my son, the mental illness of my pain, or everybody's not the same. I got it. That means you're just a weak person. So when I said she committed suicide, I said she was weak. What's wrong with that? Karen got mad at me because I said she was weak. She was weak. She was weak as hell. She was weak. Don't get mad because I said she was weak. And most of y'all are weak. You're weak. And that's why people are sitting on his feet. They are mentally ill because they have a problem. I have no problem. Truth is truth. So if they can't get you, they got to say like they did Cat Williams, talking about you on all kinds of drugs. No, brother, you just are mentally dead and mentally weak. And that's just the reality. We are mentally weak, bro. It's no way in hell that I would commit suicide. It's not that bad. How could you sit up here and have a position as you have and feel inferior unless you was taught that? And the people that's in these universities or have these degrees think that they're better than the average individual because they did not go to the university. So how smart are you? So before you go into anything, you have to do what? Study the individual. We go into these jobs, brother, and these positions is because we want to have favors or prestige. Favors or prestige. And the things that you want will get you more in debt and more in trouble. So I'm sitting back and I'm like, I don't feel some type of way because she committed suicide. I don't. I really don't feel bad. Not at all. I don't. So what do y'all think? Jump on the feed for a minute, y'all. Okay. So come on the feed. Let me.
Samir, have you read Josephus?
Say that again.
Have you read Josephus?
I can't hear you.
Have you read Josephus?
No, I read
So
a lot of
this
things, but I don't know.
I think that's why they made suicide a sin. But that's just I'll talk to you about it off the air.
But this is the thing. I have read so much, brother, and lived so much and seen so much. I don't even keep need to read other stuff when stuff is called common sense. There's nothing that will make me commit suicide. But when you try to keep up with a system, it used to be a saying, keeping up with the Joneses. When we trying to keep up with a system, and this is what black people do, we try to be something that we're not. Just be who you are. Let's teach the history. So when they say she was bullied, listen, did you ever look up who started Lincoln University? Did y'all ever look it up? Y'all look up who started Lincoln University? Let me help you out. How could this be a HBCU? This is him. Here it is. There it is. Didn't I think Umar Johnson go there? How could this possibly be a black college or a black university? Somebody talk to me for a minute. How, Sway? Research. But we so eager to jump into mother freaking the European schools and forget all about our history. What the fuck? We crazy. I would do whatever it is, massa, but I'll be better than the rest of the Negroes. I'll be better than the rest of the Negroes because I have I have prestige over Negroes that don't have what I have. When the majority of them are dumb as hell. Granting the first degree, granting historically. So when you grant someone something or give someone something, you can take it from them. This is called common sense. When you grant or give something to somebody, you can take it back also. Is it making sense? So the crazy part with us, instead of researching these universities, come on, I know some of y'all want to. Matter of fact, let's have a conversation with Dr. Greg Carr. Can we do that, y'all? Let's talk to Dr. Greg Carr. And this is why they will hold on to everything pertaining to slavery. They will never let this up. They will hold on to their prestige. And this is why you have majority of these people in Masonic lodges, in fraternities. Okay? This is what is going on. We will actually do whatever it is to stay in this position when Babylon is falling. It's 2 Lincoln universities? Could be. Look up the other one. The name Lincoln itself. Y'all better look it up. That says HBCU right here. That's the one she's at. HBCU. Oh, I don't know about that one. But if this is the one she's at, I just want y'all to understand it says HBC motherfucking U. Okay? So one benefit of attending the HBCU. What culture are they learning at the HBCU? What is the culture, bro? Come on, let's talk, y'all. Let's come on the feed. I know y'all are upset with me. What is the culture that they're learning? What's the culture?
Animal husbandry. I would say that.
But the crazy part is, culture is something. What is the black culture? What is an African American culture? What is an African American culture? Here it is. I can pull up all this for y'all. What is an? I thought they was black. You don't get this yet, or you think I'm just condemning? No, I'm not condemning. I'm here to build to destroy, build and destroy, or destroy and build. How about that part? Somebody, come on, y'all. And see, when you speak like this, they think you hate something. Hate is never in Sabir Bey's vocabulary. Hate is not in my vocabulary, but I can show you who owns and runs these things. Let's go to Howard University. Why do you think you are never going to hear Howard University talk about the Moors? Why do you think? Here go Howard University right here. General Oliver Howard. General Oliver Howard, but all of these HBCUs, right? Howard, Howard, the founder of Howard University. But even if you give black people this, brother, they will try to defend it to the T. I'm gonna keep it real. This is the mentality of our people. We will defend this. And this is why nothing's getting done in any of these so-called black universities. They're not going to tell you anything about law. They're not going to tell you anything about who you truly are. Again, who's funding it? This is what Cat Williams was talking about the other day about gatekeepers, brother. You didn't get what he was saying about gatekeepers? Guess not. Huh? Somebody standing at the gate saying, no, this is not the one put in here. It's keepers. But if I know, right, coming into this, right, if I know coming into this, I know the school, I know what's going on. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to. If you want to get rid of you, or commit. Uh, nah. Give me 1 second. Let's close this out. With me, let me know something. Out. This is the guy that they want to get rid of him. They say they want to get rid of him. Let me tell y'all, you have no power and no pull. The only power that black people have is over their own people. The only power you have is over people that's unaware of what's going on. So this is the guy they want to get rid of, but they said he was bullying her. Oh, he was bullying her. Man, well, he got a sister too. Look, this is him. So they want to get rid because saying words to her. What they say used to be a saying called sticks and stones, right? Sticks and stones to break my bones, the words will never hurt me. Words don't hurt me. This is him. This is the one, Lincoln University in Missouri. And you have also all of the Lincoln Universities. So this is the Lincoln University there. Okay? So bear with me. Hold up. Let's go back. And probably the one that's in Pennsylvania is the same one too. Ain't that some stuff? So there she go. That's her. I would never commit suicide. Never commit suicide. For what and why? And why we suffer is because we keep trying to fit into a system that is not necessarily ours. It's a shame what happened, but they'll never commit suicide because tomorrow is a different day. Okay, here it is. But they want to get rid of him. But it's nothing that it's being taught inside these universities that's going to empower our people. Only thing you're going to get inside these schools is what? Slavery, 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 slavery. That's it. You was a slave. You came off a slave ship, and we taught you. Are you following me? So as I'm watching all of these universities, y'all should start doing your research on all of these universities and ask yourself the question, why don't they talk about the history of the Moors? You know what black people will say? Well, why would we talk about the Moors? Because that's who we are without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, we are Moors, and we are rejecting who we are because somebody told you it's a religion. Well, we in need of doctors, brother, and so bad. We are needing doctors, man. We hurting. No university is going to teach you this. But let's do this. Let me ask y'all this question. Come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. I don't want to be on here for my health. And if y'all want to join the class on Sunday, my class is every Sunday, people. Every Sunday, I only take 10 people every Sunday but you got to email me. Okay, let me put my link up here on the bottom, right on the bottom. SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. Please don't try to call me or do not DM me because I'm not going to answer your DM. I'm too busy. So do not DM me. Do not try to hit me on Facebook Messenger or call me on Facebook Messenger. I don't care. I will get rid of you. Okay? Please don't do that. You can email me. And if you want to come to the class on Sunday, it's $65. Um, I did 5 shows. I think I did 5 classes already, bro. 5 classes.
Yeah, 5 classes.
My 5 classes. And you can purchase the old ones too by emailing me. So I'm to a point, brother, that take it or leave it. It is what it is, man. It's just pitiful with our people. I see so much going on right now. They asking why South Africans are fighting for Palestine. And I'm like, why not? What are y'all doing in the States? Why is South Africa fighting for Palestine? Negro, you do know that Palestine is Africa. You do know that, right? You do know that Palestine is Africa. You do know that, right? Do you do know that, right? See, this is the miseducation part because you have the black conscious people call everybody else Arabs. Arabs, Arabs, Arabs. These conversations that we should be having in these universities, what do y'all think? We should be having a conversation about who the Arabs are. No, none of them are HBCUs. Spelman is from Rockefeller's wife. She founded that. And Rockefeller said, we don't need, he said, oh, I want a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers. Rockefeller, look it up. He said, I want a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers. Howard University was called the Institute to train free blacks to be preachers and teachers. Yeah, look it up. I was walking through Howard one day and I was given a whole history about Howard University. But we go to these places for partying. Party. I want to party, nigga. I ain't worried about. I'm at my mom's house. I want to party. So once you understand what is going on, because it's nothing about Moors, it's nothing about true history, it's nothing about your culture. So they don't know that. No, they don't know that Palestine is Africa. No, you ain't see that post. They said, well, why South Africa is sitting up here defending Palestine? Because it's freaking Africa. That's why. Didn't they just tell y'all you can go directly into Egypt? Do you know from Egypt you can go right to Ethiopia? Do y'all understand this simpleness? Like, do they study geography in college? Do they study geography in college? Do you know that Egypt is Africa? Palestine is Africa. If you really went to Spain and Portugal, that was part of Africa too, just for the record, because Spain was not Spain until 1492. Spain was not Spain until 1492. It was called El Andalus. El Andalus. Not Spain. That's why you know nothing about it. So they will never destroy the real history. So give me the culture of black people. I'll wait. I told you we have black folks have a mental illness, man, and it's sad. Give me the culture of black people. Come on, y'all, talk to me for a minute. Give me the culture of black people. Y'all even thought paella was European, I mean Spanish, didn't you? Watch this. This is what you call paella. I don't know what happened to it. This is paella, people. It freezing on. And it's a I don't know what the hell just happened. Are we back? Okay. So it's not up to the gatekeepers, B. Let me help y'all out. Here's the paella. Y'all better hurry up and get in where you fit in. So stop calling paella Spanish. There's nothing Spanish about it. It's a Moorish dish, which means leftover. It's okay. I'm outside right now, fam. It's okay. I'm outside. It's gonna keep
Shabir,
freezing. Let me use this.
Shabir, if
What's up?
paella is Spanish, why can't I go to like a Spanish restaurant or Italian restaurant and get paella?
You say, why can't you go in there and get it?
Yeah, like
All right, say that again.
they don't sell. I don't know if they don't sell paella in Spanish restaurants. I don't think so. I have never seen it. I guess.
I don't think they sell paella in Spanish restaurants. That's crazy. I don't think they do. So just imagine what we can do by taking stuff back through our knowledge if we were just to teach this in a university. How many of y'all, seriously, I want y'all to be honest with me. How many of y'all went to a university on this feed? And don't forget, y'all, you got to sign up for the classes now, not Sunday. Now. It's only $65. So let me ask y'all a question. How many of these people on this feed, right? How many of y'all went to a university or go to a university? Let me ask y'all a question. Come on, y'all, let's go.
I dropped out. I only had 2 years of university, but I dropped out.
You dropped out? Let's see how many people. I'm gonna ask somebody while I'm out here. I'm gonna see if I can find a Spanish person to ask them about paella. Watch this. You think I'm playing? Watch how this works. Everyone was a slave. Let me ask somebody that's gonna walk past. I'm gonna ask somebody about paella. So, can anybody tell me on this feed what's the oldest university in the world? Don't you answer it, brother, because anybody that watch my feed, y'all know the answer. What is the oldest university in the world? Watch the typical answer gonna come up without doing your research. And imagine if we was to teach this in a university. Imagine if we was to teach this in a university. Oldest university in the world. Anybody? TikTok? Instagram? I know we got some smart people on here. Come on. Oldest university in the world. I should ask this guy, this brother right here. I should ask his brother. What's up, bro? Come on, y'all. Where we at? Anybody? Oldest university in the world. Boy, y'all get to be boring. Did I lose everybody? Am I losing y'all? Because I'm going too deep into this. Where we at, y'all? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to share these videos out. Come on, man. We got to do better than this. Is my connection still good, brother?
Yeah, I can see you and hear you. You good?
Oldest university in the world. Salam, Sabir. The oldest unit is in Spain by African. No, it's not in Spain. I was there. Come on, y'all. Where we at? Man, I'm waiting for some people to walk past so I can really, y'all can really see how I am for real. The oldest university in the world. So imagine if we had this type of conversation in a university that empowers our people. And then you wouldn't have to worry about going to a HBCU. So it's two, it's actually one before that though. By a sister Fatima. So let me explain this to y'all how this works. Let me show y'all. Okay. This is the oldest university in the world. It's by a woman named Fatima. Fatima. And actually, I went to the university when I was there. She opened it up in Fez, Morocco, but she's from Kairouan or Kairouan. She's from Kairouan, but she opened it up in Fez, Morocco. But everybody telling y'all about Timbuktu. Do you understand the empowerment that we would have if we was to teach this? I had one older guy argue with me, and he kept saying it was Timbuktu. Who told you it was Timbuktu? So do you think they would want to talk with me about this, brother? Do you think they want to talk to me when I was there? It's by a sister. So you don't see no university named after her. None. Do you understand how this would empower women? Do you know how much this would empower the females, bro, if they was to teach this? So imagine what I teach my daughter to empower her so she can know. And she can walk with her head up and not want to commit suicide because somebody talking about her. And sometimes, like Farrakhan said, we that stiff, hard-headed motherfucker. We don't want to hear nothing unless it's coming from the European. Unless it's coming from the European, we don't want to hear nothing. So bear with me. I'm going to show y'all me going inside there. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, is everybody all right?
Yep, yep.
So I'm gonna just hold it up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hold it up, all right? Because I was gonna put it on the screen, but bear with me 1 second, all right? Bear with me. This is me driving into Kairouan. That's Kairouan. Okay, for the record, that's me driving in. That's the pamphlet they give you when you're going in there. Now this is in Tunis. This is in Tunisia. This is in Tunisia. She's from Tunis. This is where she's from, Tunis. Kairouan is in Tunisia, but the university is called Kairouan. Kairouan. But this is where she's from. All right. This is her books I got when I was in the University of Barcelona. Those are her books. I had to leave my passport at the front desk. So, and then I had to come back the next day and get them. Those are the books. So just imagine if we empower our people with this. And the oldest university, older than that one, is actually in Tunis also. And I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to type something in and I want y'all to look it up, okay? All right. I'm going to type something in. Yes, it's it. She's opened it up in Morocco, Fez. I went to Fez, but she's from Tunis. She's from Tunisia. But she opened it up in Fez. Yep. Yes. She's from Tunis in North Africa, but she opened it up in Fez, Morocco. And I went to Fez, Morocco to the university. So there's another one that's older than that one, which is actually a mosque now. So imagine if we was to teach this, man. Are y'all being taught this in school? Look up Zaytuna. Look this one up. This is the oldest. This is the older than that one. Zaytuna is older than that one. This is in Tunis. There I go right there. That's in Tunisia. So I went to all of these universities and they kept saying, yo, you should stay here. This is in North Africa, people. All this is in North Africa. Zaytuna is in North Africa. They turned it into a mosque now because the mosques were basically schools of thought. So what they did, because y'all are Christians, Catholics, and don't know the history about the Crusades, they studied everything about the Moors or the Muslims and took it and flipped it on you. Everything they took. Your mathematics, your science, your clock, everything was by Muslims. The first clock was a water clock, a Muslim. Did y'all know that? Are they teaching this in school? Can I do something for them real quick, brother?
Yeah.
Let's do this real quick. Pause this for 1 second. Come on, y'all. Let's take them on it. Let's take them in. Even your camera come from us. Camera obscure. They don't teach this in college for what? But they act like it's somebody else that did it. So let me help y'all out. Let's go. Let's teach the clock. Come on, baby. Let's go. One second. Yeah, with me. Y'all getting university lessons right about now. And I'm over there.
There were many attempts to create a time.
Pay attention. Let's go.
The Islamic Golden Age shone with the brilliance of many men and women. One in particular was Badi al-Zaman Abul Ez ibn Ishmael ibn al-Razaz al-Jazari, born in the 12th century in Al-Jazari, Mesopotamia, now
This is
southeast
fake and
Turkey.
phony. Bring it to the site.
An extraordinary engineer of his time, Al-Jazari served as chief engineer to rulers in early 13th century Anatolia and pioneered the development of automata, automatic control, robotics, and automated
Robotics,
musical
baby.
theaters. From an early age, he worked with his father and uncles who were craftsmen, learning the practical skills of working with wood and metal to create tools and solutions. He was a practical engineer and technologist. Unlike the Greeks he studied, he assembled mechanical devices by trial and error rather than by theoretical calculations, and was more interested in creating machines that were useful to society than machines that purely existed for dramatic effect and illusion. In this pursuit, he realized that machines could be made to operate independently and developed the first real programmable robots.
Robotics.
In
baby.
taking this approach, Al-Jazari created the first water supply system driven by gears and hydropower. He revolutionized the way in which engineers used the principles of levers, cams, weights, and pulleys in machinery. And he was the first person to use crankshafts, cogwheels, pistons, suction, delivery pipes, and one-way clack valves in pumps. Al-Jazari described and illustrated his inventions in his Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices.
Get this book called, if you can
It
get
is
it, called
considered
Book
a
of Knowledge.
seminal work, and many of the ideas employed in the construction of these ingenious devices were useful in the later development of mechanical technology. Among the marvelous mechanical devices designed and built by Al-Jazari was his castle clock, which was thought to be the first analog computer. The castle clock,
You hear that?
with its gold zodiac dial, breathtaking bronze birds on its battlements, and fine group of mechanical musicians at
What
its
do you say?
gate,
Listen, let's go
was
back.
one
Listen
of the
again.
grands on its battlements. Castle clock, with its gold zodiac dial, breathtaking bronze birds on its battlements, and fine group of mechanical musicians at its gate, was one of the grandest keepers of all time.
Robotics, baby. All Muslims.
The hours since sunrise were shown by the open doors on the clock front, as well as by roundels that lit up the passage of time. The minutes were reflected by the progress of a crescent moon across the clock's frieze. At its top, a large dial mimicked the movement of the moon and stars across the sky as the sun rose and set. Within the clock, movements were regulated by a most ingenious system of reservoirs, troughs, and pulleys. Yet it was the smallest device, a cart that ran on a wooden track, that set off a dramatic chain of events leading to the telling of the time. The clock's central mechanism was a reservoir from which an accurately calibrated flow of water was allowed to seep into a float chamber and into a plate and spout. As a weighted float descended within the reservoir, it tugged at two pulleys, one that set the cart on its motion and another that slowly pulled a sphere, which in turn rotated a cut-out crescent
You will
disc
find
to
this
shine light from
in,
candles onto the
Cody,
roundels
when I was there.
and shift the sun and moon dial on top of the clock. As the cart moved along its road, upon the hour, a vertical shaft triggered the upper and lower doors to reveal the figure of a man and the words, "Dominion is God's." When this happened, the gate on a rail behind the doors opened to release two balls which traveled down chutes and into the beaks of two gold falcons, which then tilted and dropped the balls into two copper vases, announcing the hour with a clash of cymbals. At the same time, the water that had escaped from the reservoir was directed into troughs to restart the clock's mechanism. For 3 times in the day, a pulley unplugged a trough and the water flowed over a scoop wheel, driving camshafts which activated musicians in front of the clock, the drummers and cymbalists who beat their instruments, and 2 trumpeters whose music was made by the flute-like sound created by the expulsion of air through.
Long before Leonardo da Vinci, there was Badi' al-Zaman, Abu al-Izz Ismail ibn al-Razzaz al-Jazari. The engineering genius who, among many famous inventions, designed and built a programmable humanoid, but perhaps his most significant invention was the revolutionary crank connecting rod. By converting rotary motion to linear motion, the crank enables the lifting of heavy objects with relative ease. This powerful technology, pioneered by Al-Jazari in the 12th century, was soon adopted globally, resulting in everything from the modern bicycle to the internal combustion engine. Notwithstanding his amazing inventions and literary achievements, Al-Jazari also developed the earliest water supply system powered by gears and
So they showed you the zodiac, right? Now bear with me. There is a place in Cordoba, Spain, right? And there is a school. I want you to Google this, brother, and tell me am I lying or not. I'm just going to post this up. It's called Casa de Alchemy. Look this up, Casa de Alchemy. This is in Cordoba, Spain, right? The crazy part is you will actually see that same clock inside this particular place. Please look it up. Casa de Alchemy. So when you go here, you will understand it. Brother, why you keep coming on my page, man? If you got something to say to me, hold up, hold up. I'm only going to respond to you one time. So family, do you want to talk to me about something? Come on the feed. Come on my feed for a minute. Because I'm going to block you for eternity, brother. Because you a nag right about now. Because you really don't want that. You need to go find yourself a girlfriend, or you should go have a child. That's what you really should do. So I'm going to give you this one time to hit the link and come on the feed. If not, I'm going to keep blocking you. Every time I see a fake page, I'm going to keep blocking you. Hit the link. That's all you got to do. Don't worry about how many views on here. You interested in how many views. It doesn't matter. It's the impact. Okay? We don't care about how many views, brother. So talk to me if you want to talk to me for a minute. Okay? Hit the link. Everybody share this video out now. Okay? Share it out. What's up, Sonia? So this is the place in Cordoba. And that particular thing, that Zodiac is actually in there. Trust me. This is the craziest thing ever. I'm not interested. You can have, this is what cats worry about, how many views. It's the impact you can have on one. Okay, brother. Peace, family. Have a wonderful life, fam. So I gave them an opportunity. So this is the problem with people. And that's the part of the mental illness with our people. Because we're so more concerned about how many people watch it. Put up the money and put me in a room with any of them. Any of these people. Any of them. And I'll take their views and I'll take their money from them. Blindfolded. I'm not concerned about how many views you got on here. Okay? I don't care about how many views you got. I'll take your money and I'll take your views from you. I don't do this for views, baby. This is not what Sabir Bey do this for. I don't do this for likes and views. If you have a calling to wake our people up, then that's your calling to wake the people up. So if you think that these people that sharp, you stop typing and then you share this to them. And any given day, you can fly me wherever. Or I jump on a plane and come wherever, and I will murder their whole career. So keep on making fake pages, brother. I'm just going to keep blocking you every time until you're man enough to come on the feed. Okay? How about the tap with the kids? So once you start understanding, and I'm showing y'all mental illness for the record, maybe he'll go commit suicide. Man, listen, maybe he'll go commit suicide because you commit suicide playing with me. I'm going to be real. He's definitely committing suicide playing with me because you notice I don't stop, right? So when you play with me, you commit suicide. So if I'm wrong, that's all you got to do is click the link. Okay? So don't ever get caught up in how many people, because honestly, around the world, people watch my videos around the world. I'm not just on YouTube. This is a new channel. I'm on TikTok too. I'm on YouTube also. And anybody can click the link right there and come on the feed. It's free. So the reason why I'm doing this is to show you that the first university is by a woman. The clock was by a Muslim. Alchemy is by Muslims. Your number system is by Muslims. But if I can get you away from all of this, then what happens? You would feel inferior and you would want to commit suicide. That's what happens, because no university is going to teach you any of this unless you're elite schools, and then they will tell you. But the peons, they never teach this. And every last one of them study everything about the Muslims. Every last one of them study everything about Muslims. Okay? And if you don't like what I said, that's all y'all got to do is jump on the feed and prove Sabir Bey wrong. If this is pseudo, set it up. I told you I could do it blindfolded. Y'all want to get a little bit more? One second. Oops, let me close this out. Where's it at? Nope. Damn, why this thing keep coming up? Like, give me 1 second. I told you, hold up. Devil, stay working, brother. The devil is not the white man. The devil stay working. Oh my God, they stay working, brother. And it ain't the white man, it's your brothers.
Yep, that part.
It's your brothers. They mentally sick. That's why we commit suicide, because we keep trying to fit in. Pay attention, maybe you'll learn something. Go.
Okay, class.
Please keep sharing this out, y'all.
I'm
Let's get
giving
these likes
each
up and
group
these
of
shares out.
you a different era of history to research. And the question is, what impact did your era have on the modern world? So Sarah, your group has the ancient Greeks. Ravi, you've got the Romans. And Danny's group gets, yes, a bit of a challenge for you. You get the Middle Ages.
The Middle Ages.
Some even call it the Dark Ages. Boring. See how you get on.
Yes, miss.
Come on, y'all. Share it out. Share it out. Let's go. Let's go.
You get the Renaissance. Is that the librarian?
That's the water clock right there.
How are the Dark Ages going to have anything to do with us?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you.
What do you want?
We need to find out what impact the Dark Ages had on the modern world.
Never was a period of history so poorly named. Don't touch. It's priceless.
Priceless.
And I suppose someone's been filling your head with the usual nonsense, eh? 1,000 wasted years. A black hole in history. Am I right?
Yeah, sort of.
You see, it's always the same. You assume it was all mud, disease, death, and destruction, with marauding mobs of barbarians ripping down the good of former civilizations, burning and plundering as they went. Nothing of any worth invented either, eh?
It's called the Secret Library of Secrets.
No. Go on, Beofrey.
Sorry to bother you.
Come on, it's probably not worth it. Everyone knows that the Greeks and Romans invented everything anyway.
Oh, did they now? And you're sure about that, are you? You know, I might just have something for you. You seem to be up for the task. I suppose I could... Follow me. I've got just the book for you.
This ain't for you older cats, the children who empower them. Thank you, brother, for that. Now, you want to come on the feed? That's the link right there. Thank you very much.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Ask him.
Excuse me. Where are we going?
From darkness into light, my young friend. From ocean onto land. There are things you should know. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, I know I left it around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Now,
we scared of books.
Take a look. If you dare.
Get the link, baby.
What's going on?
Welcome to the Dark Ages, or as it should be known, the Golden Ages.
Who are you?
I am Al-Jazari, engineer and ingenious inventor.
I thought you said this was the Dark Ages. It doesn't look very dark.
Man, this is some
That's because
educational
it's
stuff
all
right here, man.
a matter of perspective, my soon-to-be illuminated friend. Of course, there are parts of the world that weren't dark at all, but in a civilization that stretched from Spain to China, the golden rays of discovery and invention shone over everything.
What civilization?
The Muslim civilization, my
Muslim
young friend.
civilization.
Through scholars and scientists of various faiths, some of the most important discoveries known to man were made at this time. Discoveries that drew on knowledge of the ancients, but have more connections with your modern world than you could possibly ever imagine.
Like what?
Well, all sorts of things.
I've got to get a picture of this.
Listen, camera obscura.
I knew it was a good idea.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce Ibn al-Haytham, a great scientist whose ideas led to the invention of the camera.
You invented the camera.
I laid the foundations for modern cameras by explaining how our eyes work. I found a way of projecting an image onto another surface through a small hole in a dark room, later called camera obscura.
Think of all the things that evolved from this discovery. Cameras, cinema, all share the same principle.
Cool.
Look out below!
Abbas
Who's
ibn
that?
Farnas.
That's my good friend, Abbas ibn Farnas, who gazed up to the heavens, passionate in his belief that man could fly.
Whoa.
Indeed, he dared to dream about flying 1,000 years before the Wright brothers. Do you know you all take your jet-setting holidays for granted, so it only seems fair to remember Abbas ibn Farnas?
Stand by. I'm ready for takeoff.
So this is Abbas. So let me pause for 1 second. Anybody wants to be rebut it, that's all you gotta do is click the link, baby. So this is Abbas, and they have a Maybach called Abbas. This is the bridge in Cordoba, Spain. I want you to see Abbas's name right there. Abbas Farnas. He the first person that flew. So in Cordoba, Spain, that's it. So this will be the area that he jumped off the bridge at. Is it making sense? They have a Maybach called Abbas. That's the bridge. This is not the bridge, but this is a new bridge. This is in Cordoba, Spain. In Cordoba, Spain, right? So they have a Maybach in a crater in space called Abbas ibn Farnas. I thank you, brother, for begging to be on my feed, but the link is up here if you want to join the feed, brother. It's okay. It's all gravy. I know you're trying to get an audience. You got to keep your audience, though, brother. But there's the link if you want to come on the feed. It's okay. I'm a grown man. You do know that, right? So let's go back.
Oh! You did forget one thing. A tail.
Abbas ibn Farnas. Anybody wants to join the feed? Let's go.
Did someone call?
Ah, my
The link is called.
old friend. Why don't you introduce yourself to my young guests?
I am Abul Qasim al-Zahrawi. Many call me the father of
It's called
surgery.
101.
Did you actually do surgery back then?
101 inventions, the Library of Secrets. You got it? For anybody that's looking for it, that's the name of it. All right. So everybody and everything that you see me doing, I went to these particular places. So imagine the body of knowledge that I got being in these places.
Then?
Of course we did. In fact, many of the surgical tools that I invented are still used in your modern hospitals. Excuse me, a patient needs my attention. Scalpel?
I think I may need some stitches.
In that case,
Imagine talking
I'll use
comedy.
catgut.
Thank you,
Catgut?
family. That's what they
From the
do.
gut of
It's the
animals.
mentality of our people.
Perfect for stitching up internal wounds. Your surgeons are still using it today. Sorry, mustache.
Hey, even after
Who's
that, did I?
she?
But that's okay. I do classes
That's
every Sunday.
Mariam al-Astrolabi, one of the many brilliant women of her time. She made sophisticated astrolabes.
Astro what?
Astrolabes. They show the sky and the stars on a small flat plate you can hold in your hand. Think of them as ancient calculating or timekeeping devices. Today you have your watch, your compass, satellite
All of this
navigation.
stuff come from Muslims.
Helping people and explorers travel the world. Science at its brilliant best.
And all these things were developed during the Golden Ages.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There were thousands of other inventions covering all areas of life, and in the years that followed, their influence spread across the whole of medieval Europe. So you see, it wasn't so dark after all.
What about you?
Me?
What did you invent?
Well, I don't want to be big-headed, but I made some groundbreaking advances in engineering. I suppose my most significant discovery converted rotary motion
Robotics,
into linear
baby.
motion using a crank and connecting
All this
rods,
has got something to do
essentially
with what's going on
pumps
today.
and engines.
All of
In
it.
fact, I've no idea how the Industrial Revolution could have happened hundreds of years later without such a device. Not that I ever get the credit I deserve. But my crowning glory was my amazing time-telling machine, my legendary elephant clock.
It's a clock.
Yes. Dozens of components collected from different cultures around the world. Indian, Greek, Arabian, Egyptian, Chinese.
Wow. A United Nations clock.
That is pretty cool.
Does it actually tell the time?
Wow, yes, of course. If it wasn't for me, thousands of people would be late for everything.
You hear what he said? If it wasn't for me, y'all be late for
Speaking
work.
of time, we better get you back. And remember, spread the word. This was a golden age.
Spread
They're
the
only
word,
showing
y'all.
a tiny part of it.
It's called the Golden Age. So imagine if we got this information the right way, how we can. Y'all should go actually look up this video. And again, I'm open to talk to the children about this with straight up facts. And this is why I'm getting away from Negroes, because Negroes don't want truth. And this is why we commit the suicide. We are the original Arabs, without a shadow of a doubt. We are the original Arabs. So if y'all want to think, if you think you can hang with me, set it up. Be quiet, brother. You don't have to say nothing about begging, brother. He's begging to be on my feed, brother. Don't even entertain him. I gave him the opportunity to come on the feed, so please don't entertain him. He's begging for my attention. I guess teachers beg for what they're doing and miseducating people. I guess that's what they're begging for. They begging for attention from the oppressor. Maybe that's what it is. He's begging for Sabir Bey's attention, but not man enough to come on my feed and talk to me. It's okay, brother. I don't need nobody to defend Sabir Bey. All you got to do is click links and talk to me. I'm fine. But I know he ain't got the heart to actually do it, because he himself is looking for attention. I got to get my people over here because that's pseudo. I'm going to make a video about Sabir Bey. Thank you very much, brother. Because the more you make videos about me, I'm not just on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Google. You can Google me. I'm on Instagram. I'm all over. I'm like a thorn in your side, ain't I, boy? It's hurting. So one thing I want to say before I even part, Sabir Bey is not interested in how many videos, how many views you have, because you could have 1,000 dumb, ignorant people that don't research nothing. When I'm on here every day and I ask people to come on the feed, I'm not going to argue with you. I want you to come out the gate swinging with some facts. If you think this is narcissism, brother, I know that's you. We know you got multiple pages. So if you think this is narcissism, then okay. That's can't help. That's your opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Everybody got. So if you believe this is narcissism, I know you made another page because you're good at that. You need to really go work for this European because you're good at making all these pages up. I want to see you. Come on the feed for a minute. Don't worry about it. I'm from Philadelphia. That's all you want to. There you go. Hit the link. Anybody wants to hit the link before I get off the feed? See, this is the thing is, one thing I love about KRS-One, we say we speak for the people. So if you want to hit the link, hit the link. All right, let me block this person because this is the same. I want this person to come on my feed. I want this person to come on my feed. And I want all of y'all to come on the feed all at the same time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this person on timeout, but I'm going to give them time. Hold up. I'm going to give them time to hit the link. I know you want something for free. I feel like a Cat Williams. I'm not even trying to be politically correct, but I'm going to talk straight to you. You want to come on? Because you're wasting then again, you're wasting your time being on my feed. You're really wasting your time. Because you notice I don't go nowhere. I'll be back on later on too. If you notice that. And you still won't be man enough to come on the feed. Damn, boy, our people I just want y'all to see the mental illness is real. Okay, so peace, brother. He said, I don't want to come on. Anybody else want to get X'd? Hey, Trey, this is crazy, bro.
We blocked that channel like 2 times.
I didn't say you, fam. I'm just saying, I didn't say you. Say that again. I'm not lumping you in.
Yeah, we blocked that channel, the Kronos channel, like 2 times.
I blocked that channel like 1,000 times. Listen, y'all don't understand that. The reason why you ain't going to see them come on the feed is because it's all the same person. It's all the same person sits back multiple pages. So this is just the reality of the sickness of our people. And eventually he will probably commit suicide. And that's why I don't feel pity for anybody that commits suicide. Because you ain't living your life. I live my life. And I don't think that I'm better than nobody, and nor do I act politically correct. I'm just me, and I will give everybody the opportunity to come on the feed and talk to me. Even if you disagree with me, it's fine with me too. But just bring me your sources. And I'm very smart. I'm a smart behind person. I can be very sarcastic and very smart. It's just my upbringing of South Philadelphia. So, but if I was wrong about anything, lay it out. Lay it out. And this is one thing I love about what Cat Williams was doing. He was laying it out. No scripts, not talking politically correct. But when you read and when you travel, you really start to understand a lot of things. When you really start dealing with real life, not behind social media. Not behind social media. Because real life will teach you a lot, bro. Real life will teach you a whole lot. Because honestly, brother, we have been so indoctrinated. So indoctrinated. He found his way back again. What did I tell y'all? What did I just blocked him. You follow what I'm saying, people? Your ego is allowing you to stay on my feed. It's better to come on the feed and talk to me. I'm gonna block you again, okay? You're gonna block him again, y'all. I want y'all to see. So if he's in your inboxes, y'all better be very, very careful because he be in your inboxes under different names. Okay? He's in people's inboxes. Okay? Sanetta, damn, man. Come on, bro. We got to do better than that. Sanetta, don't make me get on the phone with Sanetta again. So I'm blocking you again. Damn, boy, we are meant to, I'm gonna punish him until we get off here. So yeah, brother, but our people have a serious problem, man. They have a serious problem. They can easily, you ain't got to email me. You can put me out on blast in public right now. So I'm gonna say this before I get off here, y'all. Please be careful of these types of dudes that be in your inbox, especially you females. Especially. I want y'all to ask them this question, right? Before I go, ask them why you never get on Sabir Bey's feed, right? And confront him face to face. Why? Why you never got on his feed and confronted him face to face? Iowa's getting a lot of snow really good from here, Dallas. Okay? What's our problem? What's our problem? We are mentally ill. Mentally ill, and we are mentally jealous of each other. And I've never been jealous of nobody. I don't think nobody else actually give y'all the platform to come on their platform, whether it's good or bad. Why y'all want me to? Why people want me to answer to a Moorish Republic? What I got to do with a Moorish Republic army? Did I say I was part of something? Yes, they mentally ill. So listen, y'all. I'm going to enjoy my evening. I thought the brother would come on the feed, but brother, I thank you. But listen, I'm glad you be coming on my feed because you have, you bring more and more people over every time you come on this feed. But I thank you. But again, I'm not interested. I bet y'all can answer. Does it matter how many people watch you? How many people you pay attention to you? The question: do Black people build United States, Sabir? Did Black people build United States? No, it was Africans that built America. Did I answer your question? It was America. It was African. It was Africans that built America. White people or Europeans created Black people. Did I answer your question? You should get this book, right? It's called Africa's Gift to America. It's very simple. See how I answer that question? Africa's Gift to America by J.E. Rogers. Africa's Gift to America by J.E. Rogers. See how that works? Why doesn't any of us create Moorish army? I don't even know, Sonya. I can't answer those questions. I really can't answer that. You got to ask some Moors that want to do that, because every time you try to do something like this, you have so-called unconscious Black people that fight against you. Okay? So it was Africans, and Black and African American is not synonymous. Black and African is not synonymous, people. It's not synonymous. Not at all. So imagine if we did. I told you, you can blindfold me any given Sunday and watch how good I am. Any given Sunday and handcuff me. Okay? So one of my maternal grandmothers was enslaved. She's Cherokee. And Cherokee is not even our people either. It was called the Ananuawiat. Cherokee is not the original name. It's called the Ananuawiat. It's not Cherokee. They're all modern names. I told you I can go deep into this. Y'all think I'm playing? I keep trying to tell you, if you keep playing with me, that's all you're going to do is fade away eventually. You're going to fade. Because I give everybody the opportunity to come on a feed. So what you can do, y'all, is y'all can share it up. Share it out. And let's see the Moorish architect. Let's do this one more time. So this is my brother said 5%. Yeah, you have 5% of the people who know the truth and will tell it. 85% don't know. 10% know and ain't gonna tell. Did that make sense? 5% of the people who know the truth and will tell it. 85 don't know. 10% know and ain't gonna tell, which Cat Williams was talking about as gatekeepers. Ooh. I am the 5%. Laugh out loud. We are not Black. Don't call out for Moorish army. They don't understand it, Sonya. It's okay, Sonya. Listen, Sonya. Shout out to the UK. If anybody wants to come talk with me, you can. You got the opportunity to come on. You do know the more I let them talk, the more ignorance I let them sound, the more ignorant they sound. because I never tell a person what they don't know. You will never hear Sabir Bey say, you don't know anything. I'm going to let you tell me that you don't know by talking about it. So I would never, ever say that you don't know anything. I'm going to let you talk so you can tell me that you don't know. And if I don't know what I'm talking about, what y'all I have to do is come on the feed. Swinging, come out swinging. Okay? Mindful matters. Laugh out loud. Oh, the mind is everything. Because when you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. But you can control a man's thinking. So people, what's going to make these cats, and that's why that brother look old as hell on my feed, that keep coming on my feed. He look old as hell. See, what happens with this is because stress will make you look old. When you stress, you got to stay sucker free. So I am fine with it. You have another question, my brother, before I get off this feed? And don't forget, on Sundays I do my classes. Okay, I take 10 people every Sunday. You can email me. Not you, my stalker. Not you. Stop stalking me in my email. This brother be emailing me talking about pseudo, and I'll be like, brother, come to my feed and tell me that I'm pseudo. Stop emailing me, brother. It's okay. Go get a girlfriend. Go have a child.
So
Go play with them. What's up?
I was gonna say, if you read the Yaqub story, he drove around Africa and he dropped people out in Africa before he created European. So I just wanted to say that part.
It's crazy, man. I don't understand our people, brother. I'm doing this and I'm staying here this long just to show you how crazy we really are. If you think, if I was on somebody's feed, right? Just think about this for 1 second. Just use logic. If I was on somebody's feed for this hour and 22 minutes, right? And you kept blocking me, do you think I would have clicked the link and came on by now if I disagreed with something?
Yeah, if he has something poignant to
if
say.
You really have something to say, right? Right?
Yeah.
I would not keep typing. I would literally click the link and come on the feed. I would not keep typing. But I play people and I let them keep going. The class is tomorrow. Sunday is going to be on what was it? Contracts and human rights, right?
Human rights. Human rights.
Human rights. It's going to be on human rights. That's crazy. It's going to be on human rights. And a beautiful thing, what I love about the classes is that you don't get into, nobody interferes with the craziness. People ask the questions. Okay, that's okay, brother. Why you keep coming on? But let me address this, y'all. Don't think that I'm feeding into him. I'm going to ask you a serious question, brother. Now, and I really want to hear from you. I really do. Why do you stay on my feed this long instead of coming on the feed? I'm serious. Why do you come on my feed instead of coming on and talk to me? It's open for anybody. I'm just asking before I go. Seriously. Can y'all ask him that question too and ask him, why don't he just come on my feed and don't yell? Because I don't take too kindly of yelling, and I don't like tough Tony talk on social media. I don't like guys that talk tough on social media. Why don't you just click the link? It's okay. It's free. Okay, it's okay. I just asked you a question. See, you see how crazy we are? That's the dude right there, y'all. So I didn't ask him nothing about pseudo. I said, why don't you come on? And then you look up the definition of pseudo, and then you present your facts. So that's all I asked. Why? I'm very funny though, but I'm just asking. Because I can keep deleting you. You're just going to keep coming back. I can keep blocking you. You can keep coming back. So the best thing to do is to come on the feed and talk to me. It's okay. I'm finished, y'all, really, what I'm doing. But I want to entertain him for a second because he's on here every single damn day. Like, he literally is like a leech. He's like that gnat that keep flying around you. Every time I'm on here, he comes right on the feed. And I can count on him every day. Every hour. If I come on at 3 a.m, he will be on here. So I'm giving him the opportunity to click the link. And Sonya, nobody needs to respond to him. I'm going to talk to him for a second. Man to boy. Okay? All right.
I heard Insanity is doing the same thing. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's that guy right there.
Exactly. I'm giving it to him. So watch this. I'm going to block him again. And believe me, he already has another channel set up already. So bear with me. Watch this. He's banned. Now watch this. Watch he have another channel set up. I can't make this up. Do some research on the Caucasus. I already know about the Caucasus Mountains too. I could tell you all about that. Because I'm asking you to keep, he said, why you keep blocking? Because I'm trying to get him to come on the feed. Thank you, brother, because you helped me in a slowly changeable, hostile situation right now. I thank you, brother Warren. And this is what I want y'all to hear and take away. I don't speak politically correct because I'm not in that field. I'm not here. The conscious don't need to be taught. I'm not talking to the conscious people. Okay? I'm speaking to the people that's out here every day and the people that other people look down on. That's who I speak for. And I do know that people try to come at me because you want attention. That to the point that you will actually be in a female's inbox thinking that would do something. These dudes actually be in females' inboxes saying something pseudo, and they all hit me up and be like, Sabir, these niggas are stalkers. If I show you, brother, every female that inboxed me and told me that this particular brother is in their freaking inbox from TikTok to Instagram to Facebook. Seriously. Instead of saying, well, let me come to Sabir Bey page to confront him. Because let me tell you something. With me, if Sabir Bey have an issue with anybody, I have no problem of confronting them. But the one thing I will do is turn all of my enemies into friends. So I would never go nowhere. So don't ever expect Sabir Bey to be politically correct, but I will be on point and I will be dealing with facts. I cross my T's and dots my I's. You can't say something about Sanetta and say Sanetta said something because I can get on the phone with Sanetta. I can get on the phone with Phil. I can get on the phone with anybody that I know in this conscious community. And everybody can do it vice versa. So my thing is that you have to literally fight with your own people. Not the white man. You got to fight with your own people. And this is why people walk away from y'all. That's why people walk away from you. It's not because of anything. It's because of our people. So listen, if you want to get at me, y'all, shout out to my sister Sonia from the UK. My email is at the bottom, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Holla at your boy. Do me a favor. Take these videos and constantly make them go viral. And if y'all didn't see the video we did overseas, y'all should go check it out. Go check out my brother Amadeus Christ. Check out Amadeus Christ. The video was dope. Okay? Whose research are they using? I don't know what research they're using. I'm not concerned, but I'm getting ready to go get something to eat. I thank y'all so much, man. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
Peace.
Peace. I'm going to enjoy my day out here in Irvine, Cali.
You do that, Shabir. Don't listen to me.
Why the people you speak about come to your live? I don't even know why y'all got to ask them why don't they come to the live. I don't know. I didn't had everybody on my feeds. Go watch my old channel, Sabir Bey channel, SABIRBEY. Or just Google me. Google Sabir Bey. Peace, Sonia.